And let's welcome in former Louisiana running back Emory Hunt. Start with the top 5 showdown in Columbus, where Ohio State sealed it with a 14-play, 95-yard drive that took over 7 minutes, one of those clock-draining drives, capped off by a Mayan Williams touchdown. I know you love that. The running back just powering its way in. Your reaction to how this game played out as Ohio State beats Notre Dame?
Well, I felt like I was watching the 95 game when Eddie George was running all over Notre Dame at the shoe. But I love the fact that Ohio State found a way to make a way, especially on the ground. Their passing game was ineffective. They had to rely on their run game, and that's why you have depth in the backfield. That's why you have depth up front along the offensive line. You have to find ways to make plays, and they were able to fight their way back into that ball game against Notre Dame with their run game. So I was very impressed with Ohio State. Now, Notre Dame played a solid game. It showed that they just didn't have enough explosiveness to take advantage of those bonus possessions they were getting because Ohio State's offense was so ineffective. So I really like what I saw from both teams, but Ohio State's mentality and their run game really was the difference here tonight.
Yeah, and they kind of had to change that game plan, right? Because one of their top receivers, Jackson Smith-Njigba, injured in the first quarter on a hard hit. How did that impact the Buckeyes' rest of way?
Well, that's your leader, that's your go-to guy, that's your quote-unquote number one in this passing game. So now it pushes everyone up on a depth chart into a slot that they may not be ready for. And when you have your number one that's not in the game, like a Smith-Njigba, it forces coverage to, okay, we'll take away Marvin Harrison. Now these younger guys really have to step up and make plays. That stage was a little bit too big for them. You saw that on that one play where the receiver didn't settle down in the zone and he kind of threw it behind him. That's a play where he's probably playing above his depth or above his place on the depth chart, and that's where a Smith-Njigba's absence really hurts your passing game. So you saw all these young receivers really have to grow up fast against Notre Dame.
Yeah, Emeka Egbuka, 9 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. He had 11 targets in this game. That's a 5-star. They just keep rolling out 5-stars at Ohio State. That's what they do. So one guy goes down, they got another 5-star to replace him. Ohio State, 23 straight wins in season openers, longest active streak in FBS.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.